If you've ever been animating in Adobe After Effects using something like a paper texture, applying text on top of it just doesn't quite look right, and it kind of makes it look a little bit more digital than you may want. Well, I'm going to show you a few quick tricks on how to make that look a lot more natural and fit into your composition a lot better. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to dump my texture directly into my composition. This texture is rather high resolution, so I'm going to scale that down just a little bit. Okay, so next we're just gonna put our text on here. I'm just gonna put in a classy lorem ipsum. I am gonna do kind of like a nice serif font. And I'm gonna put my text down. And as you can see with this, if I zoom in, it doesn't quite blend into the paper correctly. It just kind of looks like it's pasted on top in a digital program as it is now. So what we're going to do is we're gonna apply 3 different effects. First one is called turbulent displace. When you first put turbulent displace on, it'll just kind of mess with everything. We're going to lower the amount all the way down to the lowest it can be, which is 2. And as you can see, it kind of adds this rough look to the sides of your text. So if we zoom in here and turn that on and off, you'll see it just has a bit more of that kind of imperfect, the ink has blended with the paper look. To go one step further, we're going to actually put a displacement map on the text to make it kind of wrap around the texture of the paper layer below it. With the displacement map applied, all you really want to do is grab this source layer and change it to paper texture. And if you turn that on and off, you can see it just roughens it up a little bit more, this time based off of the texture below it. So this is just an additional step to blend it even further in with your specific texture that you are using. And then the final thing we're going to do is just add a little bit of noise to it. Since, as you can see, the paper layer behind it does indeed have a little bit of noise. So I'm just gonna grab a noise layer right here. The noise effect we're going to use is HLS noise, and we're just gonna click that right there. This will give us a bit more customization compared to the normal noise effect. And what we're going to go in here is we're going to keep it as uniform, and we are going to adjust the type of noise we've got right here. So if we zoom in and look at the paper, we want to kind of eyeball it and get it to be as close to what the noise looks like there. I'm mostly going to be adjusting the lightness. I don't need any color added to my noise in this case. You can move the noise phase if you want, but this is just going to change where along the randomization the noise shows up. So if you don't want it to be the default, just change this to a random number. If you don't want to go through and set this up each time you need to apply this to your text, you can actually go in and save it as an animation preset. So select your effects, go up here to animation and click Save Animation Preset. This will by default go to your user presets folder, which you can organize further if you'd like, but you can just name it as whatever you'd like. So let's say natural blended text. Then if you open up your effects and presets, go to animation presets, user presets, it'll show up right there. So if I was to make another text layer, I can then just open up my presets, drop that on top of it, and it'll blend in right there as well. Last thing I would suggest is potentially making it not quite perfectly black. I think it tends to look a little better if it's just a little bit lighter than a perfect black. But other than that, you now have text that blends quite a bit better into your paper. Now that we have it looking more natural on the paper, we can then push that even further to add a bit of motion since we are working with an animation medium. This, of course, is not going to look quite as natural, but it can be a lot more interesting to look at. And how we're going to do this is exactly the same way with both noise and turbulent displace. I'm going to start with noise because potentially this one will be helpful in both a scenario where you want the text to maintain that printing press look, as well as something you just want to add a bit more motion to. And one of the things we kind of touched on a little bit earlier but didn't go too deep into was the noise phase, and that's because we're going to come back and animate it. So if you look closely at the text, when you change this number, the noise adjusts. This can emulate a few different things. If you're just emulating the texture of the paper, you don't want this to be moving. But if you want this to emulate something like being recorded with a video camera or a VHS tape, something like that, you potentially want your noise to continually move around and not be static the entire time. And in my opinion, the easiest way to do that is hold Alt or Option and click on the clock right here next to noise phase. This will bring up an expression for noise phase. And what we're going to do is we're going to type time asterisk 100. And as you can see, just mousing over my timeline right there, the noise is moving around. If you want to slow that down or speed it up, just either increase or decrease this number we typed in here. And it just adds a little bit of subtlety there, as if this is being recorded onto something like a VHS tape. I don't love how a super smooth, turbulent displace animation looks. I think it looks a little uncanny, a little unnatural, and considering that we are trying to make this have more texture and kind of bring in a bit more of that reality aspect to this animation, I don't think it fits super well. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a fourth effect, and I promise this is the last one, and this effect is posterize time. What posterize time does is it changes the frame rate of one layer in specific. So our composition is at 24, so posterize time is going to default to 24 frames per second, but I'm going to change this to 6. Now, if I go back and play it, it has that choppy feel that I think fits this type of look a lot better than when it was a lot more smooth and kind of naturally wiggling around. Now it's kind of jittery, as if it was just like noise that's happening. So if making the text blend into the paper by itself wasn't enough, now you're able to add a little bit of moving noise and kind of a scribbly effect to it, just to make it a bit more interesting to look at. And as always, since we did this entirely with effects built into After Effects, you can come in and change your text, as well as adjust the scale, size, rotation, all of that stuff, and even adjust the font to be something else. And the effect will still be applied without you having to do anything else. Hopefully this was helpful and something you'll be able to use in your future animation projects. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, be sure to stick around, subscribe, leave a comment, like, all that stuff, and I will see you next time.